Rolling mean and exponential moving average in Python. Welcome! In this lesson, we will learn two key ways to analyze trends in data: rolling mean and exponential moving average. These tools help us smooth out noisy data to see underlying patterns. By the end, you will know how to use them on real-world datasets and apply them to your own projects. Running the cell now. Ready to get started? Let us learn the basics of Python first. First, we will turn off warning messages. This keeps our output clean. This comment reminds us we are hiding warnings to keep the notebook tidy. We import the warnings library. We tell Python to ignore warning messages. Running the cell now. Tip: some libraries show warnings even if everything works. This helps you focus on the main ideas. Time to load some useful tools. We will use pandas to work with data, and matplotlib for graphs. This comment says we are getting ready by importing libraries. Pandas helps us handle data like tables or spreadsheets. Matplotlib lets us make simple charts and plots to see our data. Running the cell now. Challenge: try saying out loud what pandas and matplotlib each do. What is a rolling mean? A rolling mean, also called a moving average, calculates the average value over a sliding window in your data. It helps you spot trends by smoothing out short-term ups and downs. Running the cell now. What is something in your life that would look less bumpy if you averaged it over a week? Let us get some real-world data. We will use airline passenger numbers from each month. Watch as we load the data and preview the results. This comment tells us we are loading our dataset. We save the website address where the data lives. We use pandas to import the data into a data frame, like a spreadsheet. We quickly check its shape. This shows the number of rows and columns. Here, we peek at the first few rows to see what our data looks like. Running the cell now. Try looking closely. What columns do you see? How many months does the data cover? Let us see what our data looks like. We will make a simple line chart. Every dot is a month. This comment tells us we are making a plot of our data. We set the chart size to be wide and easy to see. We draw a line of passenger numbers for each month. We add a title so we know what we are looking at. We label the bottom axis for the month position. We label the side axis to tell us how many passengers. This line draws the plot on the screen. Running the cell now. Do you see any patterns? Is the number of passengers steady, or does it change? Rolling mean in practice. We can use pandas to calculate a rolling mean using the dot rolling and dot mean methods. Let us start with a window size of 3 months. This means our mean at each point is the average of that month and the two before. Running the cell now. What size window would you use if you wanted even smoother trends? Time to create our rolling mean column. We will use a 3-month window. Let us look at what the new numbers look like next to the original. This comment says we are adding our rolling mean with a window of 3. We create a new column called rolling mean 3. It stores the rolling average of every 3 passenger values. Now we show the first 10 rows, with both original and rolling mean side by side. Running the cell now. Notice, the first 2 rolling means are empty. That is because you need 3 numbers to average. Now let us see both the real numbers and the rolling average on the same chart. Comparing them helps us spot how the mean smooths the spikes. This comment tells us we are plotting both the real and rolling mean data. We set up the plot size. We draw the original passenger numbers. We draw the 3-month rolling mean, in orange for contrast. We add a title so we know what the chart is for. We label the bottom as month. We label the side as number of passengers. We add a legend so we can tell which line is which. This makes the plot visible. Running the cell now. Which line shows more sudden jumps? Which one is smoother? Exponential moving average, EMA. A rolling mean averages all values in its window equally. But what if we want to give more weight to newer months? That is what an exponential moving average does. It reacts faster to new changes. Running the cell now. Can you think of things where you want to notice new trends quickly? Let us add an exponential moving average column. We will give more importance to recent months using a span of 3. Now let us compare all 3 side by side. This line creates our exponential moving average column, called EMA3. We use the U method and set span to 3 months. Now we see the first 10 lines, comparing the original, rolling mean, and EMA. Running the cell now. Is EMA always between the original and the rolling mean? Does it start sooner? Let us plot the original, the rolling mean, and the exponential moving average together. Watch how each method looks in the graph. This comment lets us know we are showing all 3 lines. We set our plot size. We add the blue line for original passengers. We add the orange line for the rolling mean. We add the green line for EMA, showing quick response to changes. We add a chart title so we remember the topic. We label the bottom axis for month. We label the y-axis for number of passengers. The legend helps us see which line is which. Finally, we show our plot. Running the cell now. Challenge: which method would you choose for a stock price? For a patient's vital signs? Let us try a much longer window, 12 months, or 1 year. We will see how rolling mean and EMA look when they average many more months together. This comment says we are testing a bigger window size for our averages. We create a column for 12-month rolling mean. We create a column for EMA using 12 months. We set the chart size. We plot the original values slightly faded for background. We plot the rolling mean for 1 year using red. We plot the EMA for 1 year using purple. We title our chart so it is clear. We label X as month. We label Y as passengers. We add a helpful legend. The plot shows all the lines together. Running the cell now. With more months, trends look very smooth. Try guessing what will happen with even larger windows. Now, you choose the window size. We will use input so you can type in your choice. Let us see how the rolling mean changes. This comment tells us the code will use input to pick the window size. We ask the user to enter a number for the window, like 3 or 12. We make a new column for the rolling mean, using their window size. We set the plot size. We plot the original data line. We plot the rolling mean the user chose, in orange. We set the chart title to include the user's window size. The bottom axis is months. The side axis is passengers. We add a legend. This shows the plot. Running the cell now. Try different window sizes and watch how the trend changes. Let us check for missing values. Rolling mean leaves empty spots at the start. This comment explains we are checking for gaps in our results. We count the empty, or NA, spots in user rolling mean. We print how many missing values there are. Running the cell now. Practice: try using .isna, .sum, for other columns too. Sometimes, we want to fill those empty spots. We can use backfill to fill missing values using the first real value. This comment explains we are handling missing values. We create a new column with missing spots filled in from the next real value. We show a few rows to compare original and filled-in results. Running the cell now. Can you try using Filner with a number or mean value? Here we use a 5-month window for rolling mean. Using minute_periods equals 1 gets us an average as soon as at least one value is available. This comment reminds us we are using a window of 5 months. Our call to rolling uses window 5 and says that if there is at least one value, make an average. We look at the first few results to see the effect. Running the cell now. Notice, now the first value is never missing. Real-world use case. Rolling means and EMAs are helpful in many fields. Stock market trends. COVID-19 smoothing. Weather forecasting. Website visitor analysis. Let us use what you have learned on a new dataset next. Running the cell now. What new dataset would you like to smooth? Think of your hobbies. Now for a mini project, let us use daily temperature data. We will load the data and examine the first few rows. This comment tells us we are starting our mini project with temperature data. We save the address for downloading the data. We use pandas to read the data into a data frame. We print the shape to see size and columns. We look at a small preview of the data. Running the cell now. How many days does our data include? What is the unit for temperature? Let us visualize the temperature for one full year. This helps us spot patterns and get used to time series. This comment reminds us we are plotting temperatures for 1 year. We turn the text dates into real date objects using pandas. We pull just the rows for year 1981. We create a chart of daily minimum temperature. We title the graph to say it is for 1 year. The bottom axis is date. The side axis is degrees Celsius. Our line has a label for the legend. We show the legend. Now we show the figure. Running the cell now. Do you notice seasons or sudden jumps? Try to imagine what could cause the changes. Let us smooth this weather data. We use both a 7-day rolling mean and EMA. Notice how both smooth out the line, but in different ways. This comment reminds us we will do rolling and EMA for 1 week. We create a column for 7-day rolling mean. We make a second column for EMA using a span of 7. We prepare our chart size. We plot the faded line for all daily values. We plot the rolling mean in orange for easy comparison. We plot the EMA in green for quick shifts. Our chart title includes both rolling and EMA. Bottom is the date. Side is degrees Celsius. Legend helps us compare each line. The plot shows everything together. Running the cell now. Try changing the window to 30 days and see what happens. If this is helpful, subscribe to the channel and share with others. Best practices and troubleshooting. Try different window sizes to see what fits your data best. Watch out for missing values after rolling. Use rolling mean for gradual trends and EMA when you need quicker changes. If graphs look strange, check for outliers or missing entries. Running the cell now. Practice, change a window size above and see what shifts in the charts. It is your turn, pick the span for EMA. Enter a number and see how the EMA line changes in the plot. This comment introduces the challenge to choose a span value for EMA. We prompt the user to type a number, like 7 or 30. A new column for EMA is created with their span. We make a chart. We plot the faded real temperatures. We plot the user-chosen EMA line in green. The chart title shows the span you used. X-axis is date. Y-axis is degrees Celsius. The legend helps us tell the lines apart. We show the chart. Running the cell now. Try a few span choices. What happens with very big or very small numbers? Recap. We practice rolling mean and exponential moving average on real data. Rolling mean gives equal weight to each point in the window. EMA responds faster to new changes. You can quickly spot trends or sudden changes with these techniques. Running the cell now. What other data could you experiment with next? Thanks and next steps. Thanks for learning with us. Try using rolling mean or EMA in your own projects. If you like this lesson, please subscribe and hit the bell for more beginner Python videos. Running the cell now. Share your results or questions in the comments.